Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. On the bench we have a couple of Tiebolt entrance sets by BRAVA BRT3600B SS LW4 keyway, which is the standard Lockwood key, 60 to 70mm back set and 30 to 45mm door thickness. So that's the door thickness. Alright, so this is polished brass. Here's another example of polished brass. See that finish there? Alright, that's polished brass. This is antique copper or brown. See the finish there. And this is stainless steel. So we don't need two of them, we just need one. This lot comes in, I think 4 colours, even black. Matte black is matte black. I don't think we need to demonstrate that. Alright, so you have your latch, you have your screws, you have 4 wood screws and 2 long metal screws. I'll explain them. You have your lock set. This is a Tiebolt configuration. Tiebolt configuration means that it's a square drive in the center of the lock to drive the lock. It's got these 2 posts there for your screws. It goes together like so. I like to just pop it on top and wiggle it until it just drops in, and then always testing your switch before you tighten the screws up. You have your striker plate, T-shaped striker plate, and you have your keys. Now if you want, we can match up different locks and we can have your whole order keyed like on one key, or we could, if you're ordering like multiple locks of this, we can key them alike. If you want each lock to be different, that comes standard as just key to differ. Key like means multiple locks all working on the one key. Key to differ means each lock has its own individual key. If you want to key like your order, you're ordering one of this brand, one of that brand, one of this, then key like your order and we can send it all to you all matched. So let's just pop that aside. Alright, so let's go through with a really simple installation, installation demonstration. Alright, enough Asians. There's our latch. Now 60mm, 70mm, just by pulling it backwards and forwards. This demonstration block is a 70mm, so I would just simply pull that backwards to the 70mm position. I've only got 2 choices, 60 and 70. We want 70, and popping it in. Make sure your ramp is facing your striker plate, where your striker plate lives, and the ramps match like that, so they can bash against each other and drop in like that. When you're fitting this, remember the big semicircle goes into the big rectangle. The little tiny semicircle does not go into the rectangle. It gets pushed up right here, hard up, down like that. And once it's pushed in, when this is in place, this latch goes solid. So there's an example. The latch is solid, meaning you can't get your credit card or any piece of plastic in between to shim it open like they do in the movies. Okay, if it's fitted correctly, you cannot shim the latch open. Once you've got your latch in, you come with your 2 screws, okay, and you'll be looking at that. You get your lock like so, and then it's a simple matter of putting the keyway the right way up so that the grooves of your key are facing the sky. See the grooves on the key here? They're facing up, and you just put your key in, make sure you put in the right way. That's the right way. Then I line up my main square. Go from your main square, and then the 2 posts on either side, wiggle it, turn it like that. Let me show you from this side. Okay, popping it in, main square first, just wiggle it, put it in there nice and softly. There we go. Oh, got it the wrong way. There we go. And then the 2 posts on either side. Once you've got it to this configuration right here, you get your knob set on this side. This one doesn't matter, just rotate it around, let it drop in. Put your screw holes on the left and the right, like so. Left and right. Check that your switch works, and it does, and then come through with your big long metal threaded screws and put them in on either side and tighten them down. And that's it. Lock's fitted. Lock's done. That's a Tiebolt lock knob set. They're quite easy to fit for DIY people, homeowners, anyone who's not very good with locks. Your hardest battle is getting your holes in your door set up properly, and I'll just walk you through them. So this one here is a 24mm speed ball. This one here is a 54mm speed ball, and it's all on the instructions, but basically you draw a line along here and you try square it along here, and then you come through there, nice square and straight, and then you come through from this side half, this side half, and then you chisel out your front, and you should be ending up with what you're seeing here. Once you've got your holes done, you should be good to go to put this knob set on. The knob set like this should take no more than 15 minutes to install for a novice. That's why we sell them. We think they're great. They're easy to install locks. It's for residential grade. It's not a fire rated lock. I wouldn't put it on a unit front door. I'd just put it on houses, sheds, even offices, places like that where just a standard knob set is required. The price is good for what you're getting. You're getting good, reliable, good build. It's a proven build. Brava and Carbine are both well-known brands that locksmiths sell because their quality is perfect, the reliability is perfect, they've got parts, and they're just so much better. If you were to go to your hardware and purchase the same looking lock, you're going to get something with probably about 30 to 50% less quality. Even the cylinders inside are solid brass type cylinders. The keys are good, the cylinders are good, the internal mechanisms are good. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that even though things look identical, and there's many of them out there that look identical, it's the internal mechanisms and the way that they're actually built makes all the difference of the quality of how long a product like this will last. That's why we go for these particular brands. They're not expensive, but you know, when it comes to locks, the difference between this and one from your hardware is probably like $5 or $10. But the difference in the build quality is far greater. Even the striker plates, they're better. The keys are better. These are not some Chinese keys that you get cut and they never work. These are standard keys. They've even got the code on the back, and they can be used to match other locks because they're cut to the right specifications. As with some of the other cheaper locks, they use all sorts of funny keys, and the specs and the depths and the things on the keys don't match anything else. So you can't really key things alike. So it's good to get a reasonable brand. You don't want to pay an exorbitant amount of money, but you want something that's going to do the job, going to be reliable, and is a trusted type lock that is kind of compatible with parts and compatible with keying for other locks. So that is the Brava BRT3600B by Brava. It's a Tiebolt. I'll link down the description, and yeah, it's on our website. If you want them key matched up, we can. You want to match your order, we can do all that. Once again, thanks for watching.